Thinking about it, and I talk about the Boogaloo Boys, one of their things is to try to escalate the protests into violence. They're trying to start a race war is the idea behind this. And him killing the police might have been like a Helter Skelter type of situation.
Why do they want the race war? Why don't they want the class war if they want something big like that to happen? I don't
Because
understand.
they're bootlickers, daddy.
I know, it's just so
and they
stupid.
fucking... Yeah. Dude, everything with the right-wingers is so fucking hypocritical, dude. Like, they don't believe... And I'm... Fuck, we call out the underdog in every episode, but I'm sorry, underdog. Like, libertarians, like, they don't believe in anything. It's flip-flop. And the underdog's a decent fellow with at least some coherency to what he believes, even if I disagree with them. But like the right wingers and the libertarians and shit, they just like they don't believe in anything. Like it's always like ass backwards, like all lives matter, but then you don't fucking care to give health care or like take care of human beings and shit. Or anti-government and I need guns to overthrow the government, but then like when people show up and riot against the police, then you wear the fucking flag with the thin blue line.
You want big daddy government breathing down the women's fucking necks.
You don't believe in big government. Yeah, all that shit. Like every single thing that they believe in, and they believe in like freedom and democracy and shit, but then they're like all for government like intervene. Like you guys don't believe in shit.
Yeah.
You just go issue to issue in order to... I mean, dude, they're just neo-fascists. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter that the one thing that they truly believe in is American exceptionalism and in this false fucking ideology that the American dream is.
It depends the libertarian you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say, just talking about getting my hair cut, and I still just some of the comments that people leave, like especially since the algorithm's been picking up on us a little bit now, like some of the comments that I've gotten from like Trump trolls and shit. And did I tell you about that one? The guy was like, he dropped like 10 comments in a row, and one of them was like, "What kind of a man has blonde hair?" and I haven't responded anything to it, but it's just like, what the fuck do you mean? Like,
yeah, you can control that. I mean, I guess you can dye it, but
I just like I'm just trying to like wrap my head around the thought process of that. Like,
he's obviously just trying to do something that will possibly piss you off.
He's just trying to be mean, I know, but like I read that one and I did the thing, like the meme of the guy that's like, you know, like that's literally what it is. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What kind of a man has blonde hair?
Is this good? Is it directly in my face?
Yeah, looks good. No, you're good.
Pretty much sit like this. How many cigarettes have you had today?
More than usual by this time because I've had the day off.
I tried one puff. I just want to try
since I've had the day off.
I actually like these, dude.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah. This
fuck bullshit flavor is that?
It's tobacco.
Yuck. I expected fruity or something. Sick fuck.
That was great, dude. I didn't mean to set you up for that. That wasn't intentional.
I'm a pussy with that shit, dude. I don't know how people need to
Yeah, this episode of the Entitled Millennials is brought to you by Juul. Do you want to smoke cigarettes but you can't quite handle them? Are you an underage high schooler? Well, Juul might be for you. Anyway.
What are those other ones that are like...
The big rigs?
No, they're like Juuls kind of. They're called fucking...
Fuse?
Maybe. Something Kano, I thought. Like...
I don't know.
Northside.
I've heard of hookah pen, but... Yeah, I've had a few today, but like since I got this thing, I've had way less. Like I'm a pack a day.
I mean, you're just getting popcorn lung now. It's no big deal.
Dude.
Nah, I don't know if that shit is what's causing that. It's the big ones.
Yeah. But yeah, since I've gotten that, dude, I've gone from like 20 cigarettes in 24 hours to like maybe 5.
And do you feel it?
I feel way better. Just even a few days of it.
If I've been drinking or something, I'll have a cigarette or two once in a while. For like, because I don't mind the nicotine buzz.
Oh yeah, I love it.
But dude, I'll wake up feeling like sick from the cigarettes. Just if I have one or two. So I don't know how you smoke a fucking pack or something. Granted, your lungs are like twice the size of mine, it seems like.
That's why I have to smoke so much is like because I will, dude, Yeah, my lungs are fucking huge.
Remember that time at Applebee's where we smoked the unfiltered?
I was about to bring that up.
Dude, that fucked me up. That unfiltered Camel.
I know. Yeah, I used to smoke the Camel straights too, man, and I used to cut the filters off my other cigarettes when I couldn't afford those. Yeah, I remember we had like 3 drinks or something in the Applebee's because that's when Shannon worked there, and then you like smoked one of those, and you're like, whoa, whoa, I'm fucked up, because like, dude, that's a pure blast of nicotine, man. Dude,
chewing tobacco too, that will fuck you up too, like the head rush.
Oh, dude, you ever done the nicotine gum?
Yeah, but dude, I don't like it.
Ooh, I love it.
It has that like slight burn to it. I don't like it.
I love that, dude. You just, dude, like if I'm chewing that, I'll eat 2 pieces of 4 milligram Nicorette at once, and I'll start writing. And I'm just doing it. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking Stephen King.
I just don't think nicotine does it for me. That's probably why, like, I don't think I could get addicted. I just don't see the appeal. In the grand scale of doing it all the time, like it's a once in a while thing, maybe, but
yeah, it's a big part of it is just the relief from the craving. Right, so it keeps you coming back, and then the head rush is just great, and like you get focused. Like I describe it like this: you have a cigarette, and for like 20 to 40 minutes, it feels like you just had a cup of coffee, like an extra hit of coffee, and it just like gives you the energy.
Never did that shit for me.
Yeah, so I don't know. I enjoy it, but I'm feeling a lot better, and I think once a few more days of doing this, I might just try to quit.
Is that like stronger nicotine or something? Because I've hit those before and it didn't make me cough like that.
Yeah, it's a 6% one. So, but yeah, guys. So our 1 year anniversary is coming up on July 1st. I know I already did a video about this, a short one that I'm going to be putting up here, and this will be dropping, I guess, on Friday. So. Yeah, guys, I want to thank everybody who's been with us from the start, and I want to thank all of our new subscribers. It's been a journey, man. Like, this is episode number 38, and man, I can't believe we stuck through it, and I think we're going to continue to stick through it. I'm still working really hard to get to 1,000 subs by July 1st. But like I said in the little video that I made for you guys, it's going to be hard for me to get there. I still need 170, and to put that in perspective, I usually average about 125 in 28 days. So
how many subs do you need to become like a partner?
1,000.
Is it really just 1,000? I thought it was like 10,000.
No, you have to have 1,000, and then you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time.
We'll get fucking demonetized right away anyways.
Not necessarily.
Just saying the word like shit fuck, we're demonetized for what I just said.
It depends. Because here's the thing, they're already starting to, like the fuck Joe Biden video I did, that got age restricted. But that's understood. I mean, it shouldn't be a thing where it even matters if there's swear words in the videos and shit. But like with that video, I guess if it's going to be like that, I kind of get it, because it's like right brazenly in the title.
Wouldn't it be weird if Spotify did take over? Like, I wouldn't have expected Spotify to be the one, but with them like paying Rogan, it tells me they're making moves.
Yeah, I've given some thought, and I was just talking to Steven Zimmer a little bit, and he was like, I don't even know if YouTube's the right platform for you guys, and I'm gonna continue to do YouTube no matter what, but I've given some thought to checking out like Vimeo and then looking into Spotify video.
Who the fuck uses Vimeo, dude?
I don't know, but some people do.
It's a shitty site. Like I've
never been to it.
It sucks.
Does it?
Yeah, dude. It's clunky. Because like I wanted to get into it.
Well, it won't necessarily always be like that, though.
Yeah, but...
And here's my thought process is... this is just an idea. But my thought process is... Yeah, maybe it doesn't have nearly the large market, but if the algorithm is even 10% better than it is on fucking YouTube, that could make all the difference in the world of actually getting followers and shit.
Well, also, how does Spotify work with video? Like, I've never seen videos on it. It feels like it's new for Rogan.
I think it is. I don't know.
Because they like play clips of music videos as the song's playing.
Yeah.
But it's never full on video. It's just like a clip they've used for Spotify for all their songs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look into it, but like you're saying, I think they're making moves. And maybe we'll end up on there. I don't know. We're on there already, like for the audio podcast, but
I mean, I like Spotify. Really, I never used it until recently.
I've never.
It's weird that I got it like 2 days before Rogan fucking announced.
Yeah,
that was just random.
Yeah, I don't know with that deal going on, and I don't know. Things are just changing, and You know what my bigger hope is, and we'll get into some current events here, but I like to just kind of start out with this little status of the whatever. My hope is that, you know, Facebook's doing more with video now, right? They're trying to get their market.
Oh yeah, I have a good point to add on to that.
What's up?
Dude, look up Creepy Joe Biden on YouTube. Nothing comes up besides corporate media trash that has nothing to do with what you just searched.
Let's see. Search
that on Facebook video. You find what you want. So yeah, Facebook video is superior. Like, I realized that the other day. It like blew my mind.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, because people, like, for instance, when we do the podcast, like, well, now that I'm sharing things out to type it on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, go to YouTube, type in Creepy Joe. I'm just using that as an example. Let me see if
I can bring this up. I haven't done this in a while.
And it might bring some shit up, but it doesn't bring it up like it should, dude. It brings up a lot of something.
Oh, just Creepy Joe Biden.
Yeah, it's Creepy Joe Biden is what
I always think of that fucking Facebook page.
See, like, it's not really what you are looking for. It's like corporate media news clips, maybe talking about it. Now like, go to Facebook video.
This first headline is a little bit like, yeah, man. No, it's not at all.
Yeah, and then why is the Trump... Yeah, I don't know. It's just not what you're looking for. And then you go to Facebook video and type in Creepy Joe Biden, and it's like the montage clips.
Do I just type it up here?
Yeah, and then you have to... See, I don't really like Facebook's layout for shit. It's pretty shitty, but... Can't read. So you type in Creepy Joe, and then at the next page you have to hit the video tab.
Alright, hang on. Yeah, make sure this is working. Yeah. Kind of weird that it doesn't pop. I wish that spilled over onto yours, but... I'm like worried I'm going to crash this computer. We really need to get a new one, because it's just going to utter shit. And dude, Facebook doesn't work on here at all.
Go up to the top to see the tab, hit the video tab.
I can't see very well.
Right there.
Right here?
Yep. And then,
sorry guys if this is boring, but we're just...
No, and then boom, it brings up all the shit you're looking for.
Extended video. Oh yeah.
But that's just one example. I know we always bash Joe Biden on here, but fucking, that's just one example, like of
the way that the algorithm works.
Yeah,
because that's the thing is I've found up until I started putting our videos out on Reddit. Our YouTube videos wouldn't get very many views, and despite the the ratio, because how it usually works is like you have an X amount of subscribers, you're supposed to get more views than you have subscribers if the algorithm's working right, but we'll get like an eighth sometimes of our subscriber ratio.
Well, dude, I don't even believe view counts anymore, dude, because like, remember that one Bernie video that took off, pretty much showing how the media like talk shit, but then it shows like the, you know what I mean? Like it showed the clip of Bernie calling the kids stupid, like, and it showed how they showed it to the masses, but then it...
Oh yeah, yes.
You know, it was a good video, heartwarming video. Dude, that video stopped getting views after like 2 weeks.
Well, they put it in a fucking black hole.
Slowly, but meanwhile, you know it got way more views than that.
Yeah, dude. Fucking... Dude, the whole thing's just completely fucked. Like...
I don't know. And it's not for the reasons they're telling us. They don't give a fuck about a lot of it. It's to censor us, dude. And they're using the cover with the other reasons why. I don't know. And I don't like how big YouTubers act like they're not doing it to censor us.
Yeah.
Like they believe Google. And it's like, why are you believing this corporation?
Because they are invested in it. Dude, once you reach a certain level on YouTube, like when you're like one of these multi-million subscriber people, like you work for YouTube at that point. You work for Google at that point. Yeah. Because a lot of them, they sign contracts.
Even. Oh, and they're so afraid their account's going to get terminated.
And it can.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, dude, there needs to be restrictions on this shit. Like you shouldn't... YouTube, other than the fact that you say something about like advocating for people to go out and commit violence, like we talked... You should not be able to be taken down off of YouTube. Like, I don't give a fuck. And dude, the thing that really gets me is I've seen people on the left like defend... social media's like,
dude, the people on the left are defending the CIA. They're defending fucking everything that the left is supposed to be against.
Like, dude, even progressives, quote unquote. And it's like, yeah, I've seen people like that because they get so caught up in the SJW shit. They get so caught up in that they defend like social media's like ability to like, you know, censor whatever. And it's like, dude,
I don't want to label myself anymore. Like for a while, I was like, I'm a progressive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna label myself a socialist. I'm not gonna label myself a progressive. Yeah. I don't think anyone should label themselves. Run on fucking ideas and policies. That's what I care about. I don't care if you label yourself a progressive, meanwhile you're actually a fucking neoliberal scumbag.
Or an anarcho-communist.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to go policy by policy, what you stand for. I don't know. I would like to just abolish the party system, but I don't know how shit would work.
It just doesn't. It doesn't fully work that way. But yeah, man. Like I agree. But like my thing is like I know somebody's gonna label me anyway, so I pick my label rather than let them pick it for me.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what Bernie did with the Democratic Socialist. But you could argue that he fucked up ever labeling himself that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how you look at it because at the same time, we need to take those labels back to a degree.
But really, he's not even, like, I've seen it broken down, like, actual democratic socialism isn't even what really Bernie is. He's a social democrat, like an FDR-style liberal. He's not even a real democratic socialist, so it's dumb that and he might have used to been more, but if you look at his current shit, he's just a fucking center-left liberal, dude. Really.
Yeah, socialism, as a general rule, like any political or economic ideology or sexual orientation, is a spectrum. And Bernie is a social democrat on a lot of shit, but then he has democratic socialist views on certain things. Like his concept, social democrat would be like, strong social safety net, welfare state. You could argue, is Medicare for all socialist or is it social democratic? But then other things that he's talked about, like workers owning the means of production, workers co-ops, workers owning 20-something% of a company, being on the board of directors, etc. That's socialist. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, again, yeah, their labels have, no matter what, we're going to get labeled. Labels have power. But yeah, we shouldn't be so gung-ho to like be tribal about it.
Or like defend someone else with the supposed label who's fucking up or something.
That's the key. That's the key.
No loyalty to these people just because they use our same label or something. That's what I don't like.
Exactly. Use your labels all you want, but be willing to call out your own side when shit's not right.
Yeah.
That's the key. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I'm so sick of people, dude.
I know.
Fucking dedication to people who don't give a fuck about them.
I know, man. I know. We were just having a conversation about that. Sometimes, like, before we're getting into the show, I wish, like, we could... I almost want to put a stopper on it, but,
I know. Because we just... we hadn't seen each other for a little while, so we had, like...
But anyway, so I guess one of the big things... I already did a video on this, too, but... These hangings in Palmdale, man.
Hangings? See, I only heard of the one.
There was one hanging in Palmdale, but there was another hanging... 50 miles away within 10 days in Victorville, which is in the same Antelope Valley area of California.
So do you think another black guy?
Another black guy.
So do you think these are just randomly targeted, or do you think they're targeted for a reason?
I think it's a coordinated effort, because have you been following this story at all and some of the other ones?
See, I've followed the one. Like, the one was out of a courthouse, outside of a courthouse or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, what the fuck was his name? Dude, here's what's sad.
Yeah, there's so many people going on that I don't remember names in general, so I'm not going to remember.
And I feel fucking terrible.
Wasn't like Rashad something, was it?
No. There was a Malcolm Harsh that was suspected of being lynched in Victorville. And then Robert... I'm sorry, guys. I can't remember. I just did a video on it, too. But there's so many. Every day I look, there's like 2 new. And, like, that's the point I'm getting at. Is, like, that's so fucked, dude. I shouldn't... The list of names, like...
But do you think, like, the African-American gentlemen who were lynched...
Yeah.
Do you think there's a reason they were targeted, or do you think they were just...
Like them specifically? I think, if I had to guess, it's at random. Wrong place, wrong time. Group of white supremacists going out looking for a black man to kill. And here's the thing. Did you hear about the one Hispanic man in Texas?
Did not hear about this one. Dude, I've weirdly been disassociated from following all the news lately because it just...
Yeah, you got a lot of shit going on.
And I'm like, it like depresses me to read all this stupid shit that's going on, dude.
I know. Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie. My mental health is tanked a little bit. I'm trying to just hold on and get through this month and hit that 1,000 subs.
I feel better not caring about shit. Like, I care, but I'm just not, like, reading into it too much.
Dude, Here's the thing I've learned, and I'm just trying to push hard to hit the 1,000 sub mark by July 1st. But like, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna do some clips for you guys, but I'm taking 2 weeks off once I get that goal because I need it, because it's depressing being engaged in this shit all the time. But yeah, there was and again, I can't remember all the fucking names, which is just disturbing to me. But there was a Hispanic man found hung in public somewhere in Texas. Now with that one, they were talking about he did have a history of like depression, mental health, and suicidal tendencies. But still, when you hang yourself, this is the point I've had a lot of people making on comments and stuff. You don't do that in public. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I could see you wanting to do it in public. Like, fuck everyone. I want them to see what they caused or something. You know?
But the fact that there's so many recently in public,
to get at the point I think you were gonna make, I do think most people, when they're gonna hang themselves, it's a very dark and they want to like be by themselves and do it. Like, you know what I mean? It's a very disturbing thought, but I don't think it's something you want to do publicly. So you're right. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's like, how did nobody and dude, here's the thing I was reading now, as of today, dude, 2 days ago, it was 5 people around the country that are hung in a very similar fashion. Now it's 8. And there was one in South Africa, too. A woman was suspected of being lynched in the same way, hung from a tree. Because their history of racism is perhaps even worse than ours in a way.
Like at war with each other, right? Like,
yeah. Just straight out on the streets, so... I don't know, man, and I was ruminating on this on the Thinking Out Loud video that I did. It's like, I mean, quite clearly, if these are lynchings, and I suspect that they are, I think you probably would agree with me.
At least, some of them are. I don't know if all of them are. I'd have to read every story, but I'd say more than likely, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd have to read more into it to some of these. I didn't know there was this many going on, to be honest.
There's another one like every fucking day, dude. And I mean, to me, it's quite clear that this is a direct result. I just
see the 4chan trolls in real life doing it, and like some weirdos getting together and snickering. It's fucked up.
Yeah, man, and that's what's fucked up is this is in direct result because of Black Lives Matter. Like, it's them lashing out. Yeah. And
did you see the video? Not to get it off topic, I just want to say it while I'm thinking about it. It was at like some restaurant. And they have to wear masks, you know. And one employee had a Black Lives Matter, like the fist mask.
Yeah.
And cops were in there. No. And the cops like pulled her out, and wanted to talk to her manager, and said they didn't feel comfortable eating there, and like started intimidating this worker. And the worker's pretty much like, I don't give a fuck, and like walked back in. And it's like, dude, how do cops think they can do that? I don't know.
Yeah, they think
so sick of the pity party for these fucking scumbag cops, dude.
Yeah.
Even if they're not the ones murdering the people, they're all like part of that club, and they're not gonna snitch on one another, dude.
That's the thing, man.
So it's like, because, dude, and I did hear, I forget where I heard this, but it was a former cop saying that he showed up to a scene, and this other cop like beat the fuck out of this young kid just because the kid talked shit to him. Mm-hmm. And then the cop wanted to make fake charges so he could charge him for something, and he's like, no. And then he wanted to do a joint report, so the report was the same, because they do that a lot, you know, right? They just do the same reports.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm gonna write my own. And he like wrote what happened.
Oh,
got
really?
Called in by higher ups, and they pretty much were like, you know, you could be at a scene where you need backup, and backup won't show up if you do stuff like that.
No shit.
So even if you're not a bad cop, you know
about.
Not to snitch, because you're gonna get people
you're gonna
pissed,
be ostracized.
And they'll fucking kill you even. Like,
yeah. We were just talking about that on the last episode, man.
It's what happens.
And dude, shit's building.
It's like a gang, dude.
It is. But yeah, dude, with these lynchings that are going on, and dude, there's been all kinds of shit. Like this U.S. Air Force sergeant was charged in Boogaloo Boi's murder. I don't know if you looked into that at all. Mm-hmm. And then recently, an Atlanta officer was charged with the murder of Richard Brooks. I think you saw that.
That's the name I was thinking of.
There's so fucking many.
Yeah.
But dude, and then you got these right-wing extremists, and dude, a lot of times at least, blatantly racist, showing up at protests, shooting people, threatening to shoot people. Then these lynchings going on, dude. Like, dude, we're heading to some fucking fucked up shit.
Did you see that photo of like this big white Trump supporter like screaming in like the young African American girl's face, and she's just looking up?
Oh yeah, like this, dude. The fucking courage,
powerful photo, really.
The courage in her. Those are the sort of photos that you see in textbooks later on in life. Like,
why are you so passionate against people who want justice.
Because they're fucking...
I know that they're just so stupid. And I know real racists. Like,
yeah.
They're dumb fucking people, dude. And it's hard for me to fathom people can be this fucking stupid, dude.
How do you look at a black person or any minority person or a gay person or a trans person and feel like, hey, like, what are they doing here?
Yeah, I know, dude.
This ain't your fucking land.
Or like
what the fuck?
I know a racist person. I know a racist person, and even like I'll talk politics with them. Like, I don't like get outwardly outraged at them because you're not going to change them, and I kind of like to hear what they have to say. So you just talk.
Yeah, because you get a perspective.
There's no point in getting outraged at them. It's not going to change, and you're just going to get in a fucking fight.
There's a time and a place for it, you know.
But dude, like, literally had this person describe what we need to do with our healthcare system. Okay. And they described single payer. And I was like, oh, we need single payer.
And this is a right-wing racist.
Yeah. And they scoffed and were like, that's fucking socialism. But they literally just described single payer, and that's what we need to fix. Yeah. So, like, even, like, the people who hate, like, want the shit we want, but they just are too dumb to understand... I don't know, dude. It blows my mind. It literally, like, I don't even know what to say.
Dude, it comes back to something that we talk about a lot more recently, but, dude, the lack of class consciousness, dude. Mm-hmm. The left-right divide, the white versus black versus Asian versus gay versus straight shit. And it's like, dude, yeah, we need to be inclusive and we need to advocate for the rights of minority groups that get... Obviously, that's what BLM is about, right? We need to push hard for those things because... While the whole working class is getting fucked, that group of working class people is getting extra fucked. They get 2 dicks instead of 1, right? And it's like, dude, yeah, that guy that you work with or whatever, that's a right wing and a fucking racist. He just described fucking Medicare for all word for word to you, pretty much. But because he's been told that this is fucking bullshit and it's fucking socialist, like, there's just no consciousness of like, dude, we're all on the same tide. And then there's the divide on the left and right of like, the government's fucking us and it's corrupt. No, it's the rich people and corporations. It's like, meanwhile, the fucking government is corrupt because it's ran by rich corporatists.
Here's the thing, then this guy also thinks we need to fund more into the military.
Yeah, what is up with that?
And he views these wars as like the propaganda that they tell us. He doesn't fathom that these wars are to make a few elites profit, dude.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest divides.
He's truly brainwashed into it. Yeah.
Well, dude, and even people that are neoliberals, they believe that shit too. They believe in the democracy shit and the fucking America exceptionalism, man.
Dude, and I don't know, and they think you hate the troops to like criticize this shit. I like the troops. That's why I don't want them sent to fight a pointless war.
I don't want them coming back with fucking no legs and their heads fucked up, and now they abuse their family because they're fucked up.
Dude, you know how we want a jobs program?
Yeah.
Make it the military if you want to, and make the military rebuild our shit if you really want.
Yeah, the Army Corps engineers.
Yeah, that would be better than the fucking sending them to war, dude.
Yeah.
Even though I don't want it to be the military that does the jobs program.
I wouldn't want that either. But I would prefer
that over fucking...
But now, say if we could meet in the middle ground between the right and the left by making that concession, or at least a large portion of it is done through the military, well, all right. But it's like, dude, no, yeah, just the lack of class consciousness. Like, they don't see themselves as working class people that are being fucked by the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's some mysterious fucking shit, and it's I don't know, man. And I'm just getting worried because, like I said, dude, this guy was his name was Steve Carrillo. He was a U.S. Air Force sergeant, and he was charged in a Boogaloo Boys murder. I can't remember the exact...
What's the Boogaloo Boys?
The Boogaloo Boys? They're the ones that, like, show up and try to instigate shit. Like, they either show up disguised and try to take a protest and make it violent.
So kind of like the Umbrella Man, too?
Yes, that was a Boogaloo Boy. Exactly. And
I like that name.
I know, right?
It's a good name for a band. I thought it was like
the Boogaloo Boys. Yeah. Yeah, and then some of them show up like fully armed, but they wear like Hawaiian shirts. Have you not seen this?
Not really, no.
Let me see if I can dig it up, because like some of the pictures are kind of...
I really have been like I scroll through social media all the time because...
But you see a political...
addicted to my phone, but I don't click shit as much lately.
Yeah. Well, at some point you'll have to get back into that, but I know you have a lot of shit.
Dude, I almost like want to go to the complete opposite though, and just not have my phone on me all the time. Well, dude, it's like I'm constantly on it for no reason. I'm like, why am I scrolling through fucking Facebook right now?
I know, but once you get into the swing of shit again,
the Boogaloo movement.
Yeah, let's fucking pull up some of these pictures for guys.
What the fuck, dude?
Sorry, guys. I am not very gifted with my technology. Come on, bitch.
More gifted than I am. I feel like a fucking old man.
What the fuck?
With technology anymore.
Oh. Wrong button. Ha ha ha. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. Here's some. Look at this fellow. Yeah, see what I mean? Like they...
What the fuck?
In the fucking hat. That's wondrous. Here's some.
It sucks that they're scumbags.
Yo, dude, here's what pisses... You want to know? Other than the...
Because I'd like them if they were, like, for the good shit. I'd be like, hell yeah, but you're just assholes.
Yeah, and, dude, that's the thing that kind of bums me out is... I was hearing about them, and then when I found out that their calling card is, fucking... Oh, that's a bad picture. But when I found out that their calling card was Hawaiian shirts, I was kind of upset because...
Yeah, you love Hawaiian
shirts. Love Hawaiian shirts, man. And
I know, imagine you just wear one to a major protest
exactly
without thinking.
Dude, I had a mental note. I was like, well, don't wear that when you go to Black Lives Matter. And it fucking upset me because it's like, it's hot out in a tropical shirt.
It's
yeah, exactly. And it's like, you
what
guys,
a weird thing
you
to
fucking
be wearing.
stigmatize. I don't know. I should look into like the history and the culture of it, but
maybe they just want to be comfortable.
Yeah, but here you have military personnel, coming out and did this, and he killed this guy, shot and killed a David Patrick Underwood outside of a courthouse in Oakland. And apparently, here's what's weird though. Apparently, he had a plan of going and killing a bunch of police.
And he's a military guy?
Yeah, and now I wasn't putting this together before, but now that I'm thinking about it and I talk about the Boogaloo Boys, one of their things is to try to escalate the protests into violence. They're trying to start a race war is the idea behind this. And him killing the police might have been like a Helter Skelter type of situation.
Why do they want the race war? Why don't they want the class war if they want something big like that to happen? I don't
because
understand.
They're bootlickers, daddy.
I know, it's just so
and they
stupid.
Fucking... Yeah. Dude, everything with the right-wingers is so fucking hypocritical, dude. Like, they don't believe in I'm fuck, we call out the underdog in every episode, but I'm sorry, underdog. Like, libertarians, like, they don't believe in anything. It's flip-flop. And the underdog's a decent fellow with at least some coherency to what he believes, even if I disagree with them. But, like, the right-wingers and the libertarians and shit, they just, like, they don't believe in anything. Like, it's always, like, ass backwards, like, all lives matter, but then you don't fucking care to give health care or, like, take care of human beings and shit. Or anti-government and I need guns to overthrow the government, but then, like, when people show up and riot against the police, then you wear the fucking flag with the thin blue line.
You want big daddy government breathing down the women's fucking necks.
You don't believe in big government. Yeah, all that shit. Like, every single thing that they believe in, and they believe in, like, freedom and democracy and shit, but then they're, like, all for a government, like, intervene. Like, you guys don't believe in shit.
Yeah.
You just go issue to issue in order to... I mean, dude, they're just neo-fascists. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter that the one thing that they truly believe in is American exceptionalism and in this false fucking ideology that the American dream and shit, man.
It depends the libertarian you talk to, because, like,
yes,
I do respect Ron Paul. Like, the guy's anti-war and wants to audit the fucking Fed. Like,
yeah,
I would, like, a leader like him would be far better than the fucking people we have. But like, he's a doctor, but his stance on healthcare is like, if people can't afford it, they are gonna die.
Pretty sure what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
See, now that's that's another example of fucking the libertarian or the right wing paradox, where it's like, how can you be a doctor? Dude, you take a Hippocratic oath that is literally like, I swear on God or whatever fucking higher power or my own being that I'm going to help people no matter what.
Although, was he like an eye doctor or something?
I don't know.
I don't feel like Ron Paul wasn't.
But he's not the only doctor. I know some personally. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about this. They take this Hippocratic oath, but if somebody couldn't pay them, they'd turn them away. It's like, dude, you're not...
They don't even realize probably what the oath really means, which is fucked up in itself. But
and dude, it's the same with the Christians, like the picking and choosing.
Same with the cops. They're swearing an oath to serve and protect. They ain't.
And then you go and you don riot gear and beat the fucking heads into people. That ain't. What?
I always thought it was funny that they make you swear on a Bible in court. Mm-hmm. Like, people really give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just the bygone.
When I was a little kid, I was like,
Yeah.
What if I swear and still lie? Like, I've always thought that. Like,
well, it made sense back in the day because Big Daddy Jesus was up there, like just waiting for you to fuck up and shit, you know? And so you firmly believe in that.
Yeah, people had much more loyalty to Christianity back in the day, I guess, but still.
Yeah, but it's also
someone,
like
you already are going to hell anyway, so you really aren't gonna. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but if I tell the truth on this occasion, yeah, it's gonna make a big fucking difference, man. Yeah, the whole thing is just, I fucking sometimes, Johnny, I just like, I don't want to be part of this species anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, God.
I just want more nuanced thought. I don't know.
Johnny, have you looked into, and I know, like you said, you've already kind of, detached from the politics a little bit and shit, when I'm kind of envious of you.
I mean, I have,
but
it's still all I talk about half the time, so have I remember.
Dude, I remember, like, when you first started getting into politics, the fucking mental anguish that it caused you.
Dude, because I realized everything's a fucking lie, dude.
Yeah.
It was like finding out Santa's fake in the grand scale of life. Like, it was the adult version of that.
Yeah, man.
It fucked me up.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So I don't know how much you've looked into this, but in the wake of all the Black Lives Matter protests and stuff going on, the Democrats did their big theater op and came out with a new bill. Like, they're going to try to push
I thought you were going to talk about the shit they wore, too.
No, we'll talk about that. What do you think about that, Johnny?
I mean, dude, I've seen African Americans, like, insulted by it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? It's so cringy. And I swear it's intentional to be cringy almost, dude.
Well, and some of my favorite memes that I've seen is like, dude, quit the fucking theater, quit the tearing
That's all they have.
And the clapping, and do your fucking job.
In reality, they're with Trump on a lot of shit, dude. That's the thing. All they have is theatrics.
Yeah.
Because meanwhile, they're helping Trump with all his, not even just Trump, the right-wing agenda. Because they're fucking right-wingers.
I want to look into this reform bill. I was planning on doing a video for you guys.
God, she looks fucking
on this one, but I haven't had the time yet to do the research and shit. Yeah, fucking.
I do hate Nancy Pelosi, dude. I feel that right-wing hate that the right-wingers have for her. I understand. She fucking sucks, dude. Imagine if she somehow became president.
Yeah, dude, I know. Well, dude, isn't she like almost 80, too?
Yeah, I mean, she looks good for her age. I'll give her that. That's...
Well, yeah, if you're eating...
Like, I'm joking so much, but, dude, literally, like, she's so... She sounds intoxicated half the time she talks. Dude.
She's probably on that good Xanax and fucking
like
barbiturates.
I'm not joking when I say I think she starts her day with a Xanax bar and a bottle of wine. I'm not kidding when I say that.
Yeah, and dude, that's the thing. Going back to like the thing they did with the Kente cloth, dude, there were so many black people upset. Did you hear Charlemagne the God's rant on it?
Yeah, but I don't like him, dude.
I don't necessarily either.
Bernie the whole time, and Kamala Harris is who he wanted.
Yeah, well,
he's a fucking dumbass.
I agree, but like his take on the was straight up.
No, because I do like his takes. That's why it like upsets me that he's.
Yeah, he does the daily donkey thing.
Yeah, like I do like his takes, but he's so.
Yeah.
Sorry to go off.
No, dude, no, it's fine. But his take on that was really good, and and here's the thing, like fucking George Floyd was a blue-blooded as fuck American. I think he was from Texas. It's like he's probably never even laid eyes on one of those fucking things.
Yeah, exactly. And aren't they like royal cloths of like the?
And dude, they're meant for, from what I've read and what I understand, and I'm fucking not well informed on it, don't get me wrong, but it's meant for like special occasions and like commemorative occasions, not like a tragedy.
Was like, we're gonna put this on,
Johnny. I just fucking
like, who the fuck,
dude, Johnny. I just imagine like you are working and it's like I just imagine you being the one to like come up with a scenario.
And then I see it dawn, I'm like, oh, that didn't look like I imagined.
Yeah, dude, yeah. But yeah, so let's look in here a little bit. I don't know if you guys can read this on here, but let's look into what they're trying to do with this new reform bill. I think it's worth talking to. It gives me an excuse to do a little bit of research myself. The legislation, which was led by the Congressional Black Caucus, Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee, blah, blah, blah.
Which I'm sorry, dude. The Congressional Black Caucus, and maybe as like a white guy, I don't have much to say, but they're fucking sellouts too, dude.
Yeah, they are.
They act like they're fucking the heroes of the African American community. What the fuck have they done? They're just African American corrupt congressmen. That's
yeah. Yeah, but it's good for PR and it's good for.
I know, but I don't know.
It's good for inclusion.
It's disgusting to me.
The legislation is the most expansive effort in recent years to crack down on a federal level. Blah blah blah. This is powerful movement.
This is a powerful movement,
dude. Even when you try to do research into what it's about, they gotta give you 3 to 5 paragraphs of like telling you how big of a deal it is, and I bet once we get into the meat of it, it ain't gonna be shit.
Cory Booker, I wanna, after this, we should play that 30-second ad of Charles Booker, who's running
to let's do that.
He's leading in the polls now against that Amy McGrath for the primary.
Yeah, man.
But somehow I bet she's gonna win because it's rigged.
Yeah, probably, but let's say he does win. Do you think he has a good chance against McConnell?
It's Kentucky, dude.
Still, though,
I don't know, dude. I think it's all rigged, so no. But we'll see.
True.
Especially,
but in lieu of that,
we really think Mitch McConnell, the guy who's fucking leading the Senate, they're gonna allow him to get defeated by a progressive?
You're probably right.
I don't believe it.
But just, and we'll get into this in a second.
If we lived in the fantasy that we're a democracy, I think he could easily.
Okay, so let's say the fantasy is real.
Yeah, I think he can win.
Even with it being a deep red state.
There's something about him. I even showed Lydia, and she was like, "Yeah, there's something about the guy."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh.
We should play the ad.
I think he could win if we live in a democracy.
Yeah, but we don't. So
but yeah, I want to look into this a little bit because I'm trying to find a little bit of meat for you guys about what the bill has, but I'm still on like the 9th paragraph of bullshit. The bill also incentivizes states and localities to mandate racial bias training and teach officers about their duty to intervene, quote unquote. The bill sets certain restrictions on the transfer of military-grade equipment to state and local law enforcement and require federal uniformed police officers to wear body cameras. Okay, so what do you think on that, Johnny? The main things being body cameras, racial bias training, and
I actually saw
the equipment.
I actually heard a breakdown of this. Actually, the guy who's running against Pelosi for Congress.
Yeah.
What's his name? He has glasses. He's very intelligent.
Rashid.
It's something I don't know.
No.
He's very smart though.
God, we suck. What kind of progressive YouTubers are we?
Body cameras aren't necessarily good for the people, dude, because it's from a very limited perspective, and the cops can manipulate where the cameras are.
Yeah.
And it's used in court to fuck us most of the time. It's to fuck us, not fuck the cops. Yeah.
Is that 100% of the time, though?
No. But the way he broke it down was very intelligent. He has much more understanding than I do. It was in an interview for, what's the Rolling Stone podcast? Useful Idiots.
Sahid Buttar. Okay, I knew that.
Yeah. But he broke it down, dude. It's really just the Democrats giving us bullshit, dude.
Yeah, that's really what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so I guess my first thought is body cams are good. I mean,
I thought so too, but the way he broke it down, I was like, shit.
You should send that to me.
Yeah,
because I want to do a video talking about it.
Because really, dude, like the way he broke it down, it's like, damn, it really, mostly they are used to charge us more with crimes because you have the video evidence.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's true.
I don't think they're bad necessarily, but I also don't think cops should be able to control when they turn on and off. Like, that's stupid.
The thing.
Like,
okay, so my thoughts on the body cams are, I think it's probably better with them in that what they're willing to do when they're on camera. What the fuck would they do if they're not? If there's not even the risk of it.
Yeah, you're right. But he also, like, it's part of the surveillance state too. And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He made a point of why the cameras aren't good in a way I'd never thought about or heard.
Okay.
And it made me rethink it. And it makes me realize it's the Democrats just fucking acting like they're giving us something while it's a whole lot of nothing, really.
Yeah, and that's my first bias on this as well. But, you know, like I said, my first thought on the body cams is that's probably good. God damn it. Just let us... You're CNN. Let us fucking do what we want here. God damn it. What was the other thing? Okay, and then the mandate on racial bias training and teach officers their duty to intervene. That's,
oh my God, just demilitarize them and quit training them to think a 10-year-old's going to come out with a gun and blow their head off.
But Johnny, what if he does?
Oh, wow, dude, you signed up to be the hero, man.
Now here's the... yeah.
Dude, we're supposed to have Superman. Instead, we got Lex Luthor fucking policing us. Dude. That's the way I view it. Like, it's truly that way.
Yeah, and so I just had a thought of like with our MK Ultra episode. The next thing you know is they're gonna MK Ultra a 10-year-old kid to start shooting at police, and then that's gonna justify all kinds of shit. You know.
Without it.
But then so obviously that racial bias training thing, that's a load of crap. What the fuck does that mean? Where are the details on it?
And I will say though, I want to make a point. There's plenty of videos I've seen of African American cops beating the fuck out of African American guys, like citizens.
Yes.
So how is that? That's not just a racial thing.
Yeah.
It's the whole cop, like, dude. And I don't know, because like this is a very touchy subject here, because I don't want to. Because I understand African Americans have to deal with this a lot more.
It's disproportional by huge.
And maybe I said this in the last podcast. I can't remember. But dude, who do you think gets fucked with in all white communities? Like in all white towns? The poor white people.
Yes.
Like it's not just black people getting harassed by these cops, dude. That's why I think it needs to be bigger than just Black Lives Matter and shit. It needs to be.
And it is, but I agree. And I see what you're trying to say is, yes, black people get, and minorities
come to Mason
in general.
City, Iowa. Us white people are not left alone by the cops, dude. They fuck with us pretty bad.
I have some stories of some guys that got the fucking shit beat out of them, dude. One of the kids I work with at Target.
Yeah, and I'm sick of driving around at night and you see a cop every fucking couple of seconds, dude. It feels like we're in an open air prison or something, dude.
Yeah, man. Just go to work and come home and you don't have any fucking problems, honey.
Yeah, I know. And people are, and I've seen memes like, if you're so afraid of the cops, maybe you shouldn't break the law. And I'm like, maybe there shouldn't be stupid fucking laws, first off. There's so many dumb laws.
And even if you're guilty of a fucking grievous crime, do you know what the rule of law in courts are? Dude, I saw a video going around, and I don't know if it was doctored or what, but of George Floyd, like, apparently dropping a baggie of, like, Coke. Like, because at one point he's, like, against the wall like this. And in the video, you can clearly see some kind of baggie dropped. I don't know if that's doctored or what.
Who gives a fuck, though?
Exactly. Dude, even if he was the fucking next Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
On the fucking streets
I don't
of
care
Minneapolis.
If he just murdered his own family.
Well,
there was no reason to do what they had control, dude.
Well, yeah, and then meanwhile,
it's not their job to kill people.
And then that's the thing. And then meanwhile, we have these huge school shootings and shit, and they just fucking
dude. One of them they went and bought him fast food.
Yeah.
What one was that? I think that was the one where he killed the black people in the church.
Well, yeah.
Pretty sure they went and bought him like Burger King or something on the way.
That guy's name was Dylan, I think, actually.
Dylan
something. I don't remember. But,
yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's the fucking thing. Like, okay, going back to what you said though, yes, it's bigger than a race issue, but the black.
Oh no, they're getting fucked with. I'm not.
Like I was saying earlier in the episode, 2 dicks instead of one.
Like I'm not going all lives matter here.
No.
But I am saying,
Johnny,
everyone's getting fucked with the working. It's a class issue.
It is a class issue. It is a class issue.
Like
unfortunately, our black brothers and sisters get double fucked. Yeah. Actually, all minorities get 2 dicks. White people get 1 dick by the police. Minorities in general get 2 dicks.
Especially here in Mason City, I'm sure they get fucked.
And then
way harder than us.
And then exactly,
not very many African Americans in Mason City.
So you stand out.
Yeah.
And then if you're black, you get 3 dicks. So it's like it's really bad, you know. But yeah, the racial bias training thing on this bill is a load of dick. But there was one thing in here that looked.
You know what's weird though? Also, the Native Americans, they just get gangbanged.
What do you mean?
They get more than 5 dicks. They get like the whole fucking squadron of dicks.
Oh no, man.
They do, dude.
That's so fucked.
No one gives a fuck about the natives as they get fucked to the hardest.
Oh yeah, they show up to protest their burial grounds being destroyed and their water being sanctified. And not only did that the whole industrial complex came out, and their fucking dicks were out. Like
they brought the dogs out on them.
And they're like, "Are you fucking ready?"
Yeah, dude. It's fucked.
Dude, I know, man. It's Jesus Christ, and you were there during the pitch of it, man, and fucking horrendous, man.
Yeah, I never saw any of the like violence.
Full violence.
I just went to the camps.
You know, knowing what I know now about like interviewing people and like having these discussions, when we went there that time, I would have gotten so much more. Like and guys, that's another reason why I want this channel to be self-sustaining to pay my bills, and then I'll probably still work a part-time job to save up money for like. Yo, this is happening in Minneapolis. I'm gonna fucking be there to get footage interviews for you guys. Like, I want to do that. That's what I want to fucking do with my life. You know, and I just can't yet, but we'll get there eventually. And, dude, you and I, like, on the thing, I would love to get to a point where, because you're a little more shy than I am, I'd like to get to the point where you run the camera and I can like do interviews and shit, you know. But I think that'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, and it was just overwhelming when we went there too. Like,
yeah, we were like 22, 23. Like we were young kids.
Well,
still,
I just didn't. I don't know. There was just a feeling in the air that I didn't expect to. Like, I did expect it, but when you actually experience it, it's weird.
Yeah, it is. But I want to get back to this quick because I think this is important. What is this? There was the bill sets certain restrictions on the transfer of military-grade equipment to state and local law enforcement. Now, that could be good.
Yeah, but dude, I'm just so sick of the
it's very
vagueness
open.
of all this shit.
Vagueness,
bills,
yes,
dude.
exactly.
Like, they have a bill about fucking housing, and they shove something that has nothing to do with that in the bill. Like, dude, we need a bill that stops that from being possible in bills. Fuck. Let's write a bill.
The pork belly spending.
Yeah.
That needs to be an amendment. A bill needs to be done on an issue-by-issue basis.
Well, because then you'll find a good politician maybe voted against a bill that was good, and you're like, what a fucking scumbag. But then you look.
And there's a bunch of shit in there.
One little line on the bill was like, and we're going to sacrifice all the babies to Satan.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you had to fucking vote
Or, yeah, the bill, and the way that they name them, like the right to work law.
Yeah.
Or fucking.
The Patriot Act.
The Patriot Act. So when you get a headline that says you voted against this,
you're not a patriot.
It's like let's think of one like the American. Oh, let's say okay, Americans deserve health care bill. Okay, that's what it is. And then like towards the bottom, there's a line of, and we're gonna make black people slaves again. It's like, dude,
you know what? It should have been fully realized though that we were going downhill as a country and that we were ran by retards. When
don't use that word, goddammit.
Yeah, when France wouldn't do something with us in Iraq, we got pissed and we changed the name of fries from French fries to freedom fries.
Oh yeah, yeah, that should have been the moment, and it was for like certain intellectuals and shit, and they were just like, oh god.
Well, dude, what the fuck?
Fucking yeah, and I love Christopher Hitchens, except everything on the Iraq War. But let's see what else do we got. Anything else worth a shit in here? Anti-lynching legislation that has been languished in the Senate. I know Rand Paul was, I think, bulwarking that.
He's always doing something fucking scumbag in the name of liberty.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, my back hurts.
Sorry for the dead space, guys. I just kind of want to...
That is a local decision, she said. That doesn't say we're going to pile more money on it to more further militarize the place.
Did she say that? I can't read very well. Democrats are unveiling their policing legislation at the moment when some activists on the left are calling for broader efforts to defund the police. Some liberal lawmakers have voiced support for the movement while others offered a more nuanced, even though fucking language, dude.
Wonder how corrupt you gotta be to become mayor of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You can't be non-corrupted, dude. There's no way.
Well, and I know this is just like a short little... From what I am gonna do a more in-depth analysis video of this for you guys. But man, what I can fucking tell from that, it's just a load of bullshit.
It's just the Democrats being full of shit like always. That's why no one fucking trusts them and gives a fuck about them.
Yeah, I will say this: the thing that gives me hope is they've done all these things to capitulate the Black Lives Matter movement, but they haven't stopped. That gives me hope. It's like, no, we know your shit's bullshit. We need more than this. So
I just hate the Democratic Party so much, dude. Yeah. And it's like daily they do something. And then Joe Biden, you've seen that video, right? Dude, Donald Trump, all he had to do was share the video. He didn't even say anything with the video of Joe Biden sitting there like going, I don't know, sounding like a fucking 90-year-old Alzheimer's patient. Dude, this is who we're running against.
Yeah, dude, he was
fucking crazy.
I know, that's simulation shit, man. Yeah, and that video, he just literally like gave up.
It was the worst one yet. He's getting worse.
He was there like this, dude. He's like,
dude, think about it.
I don't know.
He can't handle the pressure of running the campaign he's running. Dude, imagine if he was trying to do what Bernie did.
And dude, I was going into comment sections in other progressive channels. And guys, if you came out and subscribed, welcome to the channel, by the way. But one of the guys was talking about, is like, I haven't seen one Biden sticker or sign.
No.
Not one.
Meanwhile, I'm seeing people passionately wearing Trump shit.
Yeah.
Well, dude, but the thing is, though, dude, it was just Joe Biden stuttered. Like, it was out of control in that video, but it's just a fucking stutter.
It's just a stutter, and he'll get over it, and they'll do... Dude, but what happened on that debate, though? Let's go back to that. The last debate with Bernie. They got him...
They got that androchrome up in him or something. You know what I mean? Like, they did some shit.
Dude, he was back from the dead.
Dude, and it's...
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It was not the same, man.
Nah. It says Soros sponsored sex dungeon, that thing. You know what the bottom part is?
Yeah, come in here.
Planned Parenthood.
Oh, yeah. I know. That was a funny one.
All right, did you...
which one is it?
Let me see your phone.
Is it the Fighting for Real Change? Yeah, you can hold it up to the thing so we can hear it.
All right, 1 second here.
Is it the Fighting for Real Change one?
Yep, 1 second.
Okay.
Because in this crisis, I'm running for U.S. Senate. Because in this crisis,
put it up there just a little bit more.
Democrat to take on Mitch McConnell, someone who will fight to guarantee health care and living wages for all, and not help Trump just get his way.
That's going to be, my message, that the things that Kentuckians voted for Trump for are not being done.
I'm Charles Booker, and I approve this message because Democrats only win by mobilizing young and old, black, brown, and white, fighting for real change. And together, that's exactly what we'll do.
Oh, I love his voice.
I just like, dude, because...
You send that to the group quick because I'm going to try to find it and download it and put it up so people can actually watch it.
1 second. I want to play one more of his ads. It's 48 seconds. Dude, she's so fucking terrible. Like, I remember Amy McGrath.
Oh, yeah.
And she's such a... Dude, she's former military, Air Force. She's CIA all the way, dude. Like, she would be a fucking military.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I love it.
But I bet she wins the primary. Just wait. It's like, dude. But I wish we had this in Iowa is the main point. Like... Kimberly Graham is nice and all, but she ran a trash campaign, dude. And Kathy Glosson is nice and all, but she kind of ran a bad campaign,
Kathy Glosson was great, but they just... But
you have to attack the party, dude.
Yeah.
And I like that. Like, he's very subtle.
Yeah.
And it's like happy attack, It's not like a negative
attack.
But it's not like a negative, dirty the way Trump does.
Yeah. Some of those fucking ads, although I love them, dude.
Dude, the end of the recent Trump ad, and he says, Biden, so wrong for so long.
Yeah.
All right,
I wish I could do that. All right, good.
Have you been on the ground in Louisville with the protesters the last 3 days, or in Lexington or elsewhere, Miss McGrath?
I have not.
And why?
Well, I've been with my family, and I've had some family things going on this past weekend. But I've been following the news and and watching and making sure that I think we're in the middle of a pandemic. So we also have to look at, is that the place to be right now? So that's really fun.
Wait, was that for her?
As your cousin?
Oh, that was for him.
As your fellow good troublemaker? My name is Charles Booker.
I don't know, dude.
Hey, Dad.
I don't know a lot about him. Like, I'm afraid if he does get it, he'll just fucking be a disappointment, too.
Well.
But... I like he's motivational. I mean, like this when he says his name, like I'm Charles Booker. I'm like, look, yeah, I like you, Charles.
Even if he don't go as far as we want him to, it's a fucking.
It's better than her.
Exactly.
It's a hell of a lot better than Mitch McConnell.
Exactly. And you have to take these fucking victories when you can, man. But I want to jump out of the political sphere for a little bit, and then we'll wind this down. We've had a couple more Me Too incidents. Danny Masterson accused of raping forcibly 3 women.
And they were like back in the day, like
2001 to 2003. Yeah,
he's a weirdo. He's in Scientology too, so he's a fucking weirdo.
Do you know anything more about it?
I was just listening to something right before we did this podcast. Like the Scientology church is deeply involved too, dude, because they like
with the
pedo? They don't want with
or
him,
not even
with him, because they don't want they're acting like they're not, but behind the scenes, because dude, if they like just throw him under the bus, he might know some shit about them that like they don't want revealed. Because dude, it's weird. The higher ups in Scientology are treated so much differently than like the low peons.
Yeah. Yes,
it's weird.
Dude, what a weird. If you could that would be such a cool cult to be part of. If you could like fast forward all the fuckery, and just be on the boat or whatever.
Yeah, but the way Leah Remini talks about it, it's like you're required to do all this shit like every day, like dedicate hours to bullshit.
Yes,
sounds so stupid.
It's so weird how that came about, man. That's got to be and every religion has a weird origin story, but the Scientology one's just fucking wild.
The fact that they're tax exempt is hilarious, though.
Yeah.
Like, they got so big, they got taxes.
Well, I think the guys at the real top, they don't believe in it at all. They're just like, this is great.
Shit.
Just like Joel Osteen.
It's almost scarier.
I have my doubts about Joel Osteen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. But yeah, and the whole aesthetic of Scientology is really wild, too. It's real different. Like the whole boat thing and the captain thing.
Psychology. Like, at first, it does help you. Like, but you can learn that without joining a cult.
What's the like manuals and shit they have? It's dialectics.
Yeah.
The dialectic.
But then the highest one is like, you were born from a soul that was thrown in a volcano 1,000 years ago. It's some weird ass shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Danny Masterson, how many more childhood visages are we going to see
he actually got
turn out to be
fired from
sickos?
the Ashton Kutcher show on Netflix, The Ranch.
Yeah.
In 2017 or something like that because of these allegations.
Oh, really? Yeah. What do you think about Ashton Kutcher? Because he seems like he's real...
He's like involved in being anti-human trafficking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know, but he's also like good friends with this guy, I'm pretty sure. Who knows, dude? I mean, like we know some people who are womanizers. Like, you can be friends with someone and not realize how fucked up they are to women.
Yeah, when they're by themselves, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? You don't fucking know. And I'm just
weird someone like that would have to drug women and shit. It's like,
dude, man.
It's not about the sex of them. It's about this weird ass thing.
It's a control fetish, a violence fetish.
Weird.
It is. It's gross, man. And then that's the point I was gonna make, because like, yeah, there's something wrong with them. Like, where they had something traumatic happen to them, and the fact that he was famous so young, maybe we could get into that whole thing.
He's in Hollywood, dude.
Yeah, that whole thing. So maybe some shit happened to him.
His brother is also an actor. He was the older brother in Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, yeah.
So they're probably a Hollywood family.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, hey, Danny.
Want to know LSD and Molly?
Yeah.
Or a pool party with me and a man named Mr. Podesta.
You still have that Speedo you wore in episode 43?
Like, why? And he's like, oh, you'll see.
Just bring that. oh, man.
Yeah, we shouldn't joke around about it.
It's fucked up,
dark
though.
As fuck.
It is, but what do? You got to try to make light of shit, because the fact that this is real is fucking insane to me. But yeah, and then what about fucking Chris D'Elia?
I always knew.
You always knew?
No, but I messaged you that. Because people are always like that. Once someone gets caught, there's always someone who's like, I always knew.
Well... Yeah,
but yeah, I've never really found him to be that funny, dude. Chris D'Elia, not to be like anti-Chris D'Elia, not with the accusations, but I've never been like, he's hilarious.
No, me either. He's kind of funny on He's been kind of funny on podcasts and shit.
Cocky, fake.
Well, look, but
so I'm not surprised.
But I liked that dynamic with some of the other hosts. You know what I mean? Like the back and forth, not so much him.
Chris D'Elia.
Dude, they're fucked. They're fucked up, dude. Yeah, no, like just grooming underage women, texting them, manipulating them, blackmailing them. Did I send that to you? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I just didn't click it.
All kinds of fucked up shit, because I was here it is. Several women accused comedian Chris D'Elia of sexual advances when they were underage.
Oh, and you brought up Will Rogan and other big podcasters who are his friends talk about it. You say they will. I say they won't.
I want them to talk about it.
They won't, though. I'll be shocked
if it gets big, like you were saying. I think you're probably right.
Because they might, though. Who knows? I just see them not.
Well, like they did with Ari Shaffir. Is there gonna...
Yeah, but Ari Shaffir isn't accused of raping women. He just said something stupid about Kobe Bryant.
But I could see them trying to... It's the same sort of vein, though, in the way that... And this is, in my view, when shit's like this and it's this egregious, it's like then cancel culture is a good thing.
Yeah, I think Ari Shaffir will be fine. I think people have probably already forgotten a lot.
He did it at the best time, because then COVID-19 happened and then Black Lives Matter happened, so like no one gives a fuck about that now.
Like, Ari Shaffir isn't a dumb guy, so it's like, what the fuck were you thinking with that? Like, you knew you were going to piss people off, but...
He just thinks he can get I don't know, man, but... You know, in the podcasters, I don't know if it's the right word, but they kind of threw him under the bus a little bit, for lack of a better word, to protect their own ass and distance them. And I could see them doing this with Chris D'Elia, especially if it continues to build. Like, that's what I mean, is like, not that they're trying to talk about it to, you know, but they're just going to protect their own ass. Let me look into it.
And dude, like
a conversation about what were you gonna say?
Just the fact of the underage girls, dude, it's just so weird.
I mean. And I don't think they were really, really young ones. I think it was more
still,
16,
though,
17.
Even if you're 16,
but still,
17, a lot of them have the mindsets of like 12-year-olds. Dude.
Exactly.
It's weird.
Like, dude, I've been working, dude, and even and maybe this is just me getting older now, but like even 18-year-old women. Because, dude, I work with a lot of young girls at Target and shit, and there's one girl that I've kind of befriended because she's done YouTube, and we like talked about that, and she's like newly 18, which is like technically legal and whatever, but like I talk to her, and I'm almost 10 years older than her, and yeah, she's cute and pretty and stuff, but it's like there's this weird thing of like I feel like an older brother or like a parent to her in a weird.
Well, here's the thing, like
I just don't.
When I was 18.
Man.
My mindset, I was closer to my 14-year-old mindset than I was the mindset I am now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Now I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
But yeah, just an example of this girl that I work with, like, and like I said, maybe it's just me getting older, but no, dude. No. And I'm sure there's like some real vixeny 18-year-old chicks out there and whatever, but for the vast majority of them, like, even an 18-year-old woman is like not... I just don't. You're just older, and you have like a responsibility to protect. Yes. Like I don't. It's just weird to me. But yeah, getting on the Chris D'Elia thing. I'm sorry, guys. I might have to edit some of this dead space out. But what quickly became a long list of accusations all began with a single tweet on Tuesday evening at She Rates Dogs.
Canceled.
Canceled is right, dude. He is.
No, but you need to be canceled for this type of shit.
You do. And this is what's fucked up is his career was like booming. Why? I don't know. But people dug him and wow. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. But anyway, let me see. I'm sorry. What quickly became a long list of accusations all began with a single tweet on Tuesday. At She Rates Dogs shared a thread from user at GirlPowerTBH accusing D'Elia of grooming her when she was a 16-year-old girl. At She Rates Dogs retweeted the thread with an addition of another woman's accusation. This is crazy because I've literally had this sent to me about Chris D'Elia as well. Fun fact about Chris, this is the text messages or tweet. Fun fact about Chris D'Elia, when he stayed at my hotel 2 years ago, he called for help with his AC unit and then exposed himself to the woman who wanted to help. Oh my God.
That's some Louis C.K. shit.
Yeah.
No, but Louis C.K. at least asked permission and shit, dude.
Yeah, and
like he's weird, but
and he's willing to admit, he's like, yeah, I'm fucking sick and that was not right. Like,
I want to see him on Rogan so bad.
Yeah, me too, man. Then tried to get her to come back to his room. If you see, blah, blah, blah. Imagine being 16 and this is from Simone at GirlPowerTBH. Imagine being 16 and being groomed by a stand-up comedian twice your age, and the only reason you never met up and never got physically molested was because you had just gotten a boyfriend your own age. This is the text from Chris D'Elia. I'm in Tempe. Let's hang. Do you want to meet up tonight? Sent from iPhone.
What a weirdo, dude.
Fuck you at Chris D'Elia. You solicited nudes from minors while you were in Vancouver and tried to fuck my friend when we were 16. And when I called you out on Twitter, you told her you'd ruin her life if I didn't delete it. Absolute pedophile scumbag. There's tons of them, brother. Oh my God, like 6 years ago, Chris D'Elia tried to fly a girl I worked with from Canada to LA to stay with him the night and hook up. She was 18, so not underage, but he used her nudes to blackmail her when she said she wouldn't go.
What a fucking weirdo.
That's so fucked.
Because he doesn't need to be doing this. I'm sure he gets hit on by women his own age all the time.
Dude, I remember, and this is another thing that made me think, because I remember an episode with Bobby Lee where he's talking about Chris D'Elia, and they were going to go watch a movie together. And then some like hot chick comes up to him and is like, "Hey, you're pretty cute. You want to go fuck?" And he was like, "All right, Bobby, I'll see you later." Because like I think he looks like a dirty sleazeball, but some women like that, I guess.
But he's not a bad-looking guy. Yeah. I could see why he's famous.
Yes,
that's what I mean. Like, fuck, even Bobby Lee probably can get women pretty fucking easily.
Yeah, I'd sleep with Bobby Lee, just because I think it would be an interesting story. But there was. This is his response to the whole thing. Chris D'Elia denied allegations of sexual misconduct in a statement to TMZ on Wednesday afternoon. Quote, I know I have said and done things that might have offended people during my career, but I have never knowingly pursued any underage women at any point, D'Elia said. All of my relationships have been both legal and consensual, and I have never met or exchanged any inappropriate photos with the people who have tweeted about me. That being said, I am really, truly sorry. I was a dumb guy who absolutely let myself get caught up in my lifestyle. That's my fault. I own it. I've been reflecting on this for some time now, and I promise I will continue to do better. So, I don't know. Maybe he didn't know they were underage.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but he still sounds like a scumbag.
Yeah.
Using fucking women's photos to... I can't even imagine doing something like that to someone.
No. Dude, like, I've been a fucking younger guy, and dude, when you're from the age of, like... at 14 or 15 till at least 23, and I'm even still a little like crazy, like sexually, but less obsessed with it than when I was a kid. But it's like, dude, you're so fucking sex crazed at that age.
Not me. I'm a saint.
Yes, I know you are, Johnny, and quit rubbing it in my face. But yeah, I don't know, man. So, but the thing is, even being sex crazed and shit, when you get a no, you get a fucking no, dude. And like you said with this guy, with Chris D'Elia, it's like you have, dude.
No means yes.
Dude, what's that thing
from
Family Guy when it's making fun of the James Bond movies and Sean Connery, where he's like, "Will you fuck me?" and like over and over again, and then she finally like, "All right, fine," and he's like, 50 no's and a yes still means yes. And it's like, dude, that would never fly today as a joke, but yeah, that's the thing. It's like, dude, all the times like I've been denied by girls when I was younger and shit. It's like when they say no, you kind of just.
Well, doesn't that make you demotivated?
Yeah,
'cause they said no. They're not attracted to you.
You might get a no, and then you pitch one more shot. You sure?
I wouldn't even.
Are you sure? But that's the second when it's a no. That second time around, like, come on.
I really never wanted. I've never in my life wanted to be perceived as like the creepy weirdo. Yeah. So like, I don't understand how people don't realize.
No self-awareness, which is the common problem of everybody in this fucking country, and really probably the whole goddamn species.
Self-aware at all.
No self-aware.
No.
And look, it's a spectrum, and I'm not always 100% self-aware either.
No, neither am I, I'm sure. But dude, yeah, there's people who flat out.
They don't fucking know. They don't know. Must be nice.
I know. I was literally just thinking, like, it must be kind of awesome to not have
just not know and not give a fuck and whatever else, but. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to cut it off here. We did an hour 12, I wanted to get off a different subject. We'd love to talk about fucked up pedos on this podcast because out of all the fucked up shit and the wars and the fucking up over poor people, and I guess this isn't even full-blown pedo, but just the weird sex shit. So fucked, But anyway, guys, nice hanging out with you as always. Guys, our 1-year anniversary is coming up, and I can't believe that, man. 1 year we've been doing it, and so much better than when we started. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna continue to push really hard to hit 1,000 subs by July 1st. I think we're gonna get fucking close, even if we don't fully hit it. But I'm gonna try hard as fuck. So anything you can do to help, really appreciate it. Share it out on all your social media. Get on Messenger, text message your friends, send them a video and be like, yo, will you please subscribe to these guys? They're trying to get off the ground. That'll help seriously. We got big plans for the coming year. If we can get to $200 or $300 on Patreon, we'll do a live Q&A. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Gonna get some merch done once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we need to get on doing some more patron exclusive episodes. We should try to do one a month. I think we can manage that. So anyway, guys, it's been an awesome year, and it's been really great hanging out with you. So we'll cut you loose. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
If the stars were lined up, I'm taking the divine to spend a little time at my